Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Runers. So we're doing Vampire, Mystic, Chaos Bolt. So Vampire gives you buffs or minuses for every room. It's kind of random. Chaos Bolt, obviously, and Mystic lets me use the class ability to buff up my next spell by crazy amounts. So if we end up getting the resources for Supernova again, I kind of want to see what happens when you buff all of the rune levels by 15. So in this case, we get crit damage taken reduced by 24%, bullet speed by 24%, defense increased by 12%, movement speed by 24%. And in a very powerful state, your power is weakened. Weird. I don't know. I'll have to figure out what all of these abilities do. Am I just running around with my hand up? Oh, I see. It just whoa. Whoops. Didn't even realize I was holding down on the A key. Hard to take out boxes. I guess it's not if you mash your face into them. Alright, so every room we go into, I believe, is going to give us a different, set of bonuses and minuses. But on average, it's going to be more of a positive than a minus. So there are going to be a couple of rooms where I have, some level of penalty. But except for that, it's largely going to be completely positive across the board. So I'm starting with Chaos Bolt here largely because it's my favorite starting spell, and I don't really feel like varying that too much. Droplet is pretty good in comparison, but like the Fireball spell, if I remember, it was pretty worthless. Shock was okay, but there are better ones, but I'd rather start with just Chaos Bolt because it's great for room clearing, and my secondary spell can be a little bit different. So we got a Mind and a Dark Rune. I'm hoping to get a bunch of double combiners, because as much as I like the idea of getting a bunch of triples, I'd very much like to have a great repertoire of double combiner spells to use in general, because it's one of those is like, I would rather have a bunch of solid entry-level spells first, before I go into the better ones. I don't even know, because a lot of the triple ones are a little bit more on the situational side of things, and really what I largely need is left-click, right-click spells first and foremost. Note to self, do not take your hand off the keyboard when starting a new room. That was a terrible idea. I forgot the brightness on my monitor is pretty low, and the glare on my screen is making it almost impossible for me to see. Whoops. Okay, so I've got a couple of runes in my backpack, and I'm half tempted to just turn one of them into a spell. I'm actually kind of hoping I get an entropy spell along the way, just because that would let me have double Chaos Bolt, which is pretty solid as far as your first kind of build goes, because it does a lot of damage, very close range, yada yada yada. You guys know the story. And then we can switch them out for cool doubles as we get them. This is a dead end room. I'm not entirely sure how I missed that. Okay, so this is also dead end technically. Now we've got we've got this kind of new thing that I'm considering, where it's just like, if I find a staircase, I'm probably just going to start taking it so we can go down as far as possible, because it's not like this game works on a leveling system. And as much as I like the loot, unless I have... Jeez. This is a little bit on the scary side of thing. Unfortunately, I don't have, like, Curse of the Mummy, or not Curse of the Mummy, the Blessing of the Mummy, so I can't exactly just go invincible and run out of the rat horde. So if I get cornered, I am cornered, and I have to fight my way out, as opposed to just kind of pushing my way out because I'm invincible. So, a little bit on the concerning side of things. I'm going to try and take out the rat nest. Honestly, when you've got 3 rat nests in close proximity to each other, you're going to have some issues. Luckily, it seems to be doing alright. Okay. Take out this last box, too. So, I'm noticing I'm getting cornered a lot this time around, which is weird. Usually I don't get cornered that much, and maybe it's just because I'm forcing myself to be a little bit closer to, maximize the benefits of Chaos Bolt. Maybe I'm just, not entirely awake right now, and my ability to play is hampered by this. These are all entirely likely things, but I think we're going to be alright-ish. There are a number of heart pickups all over the place, so we've got that going for us, which is good. Let's get this. I'm probably going to want to go after the other heart. After the Wisp run, I've actually kind of lost my ability to determine how much healing I get from a heart. So it's one of those where I'm just going to operate under the... Well, I'm just going to keep operating under kind of an incorrect assumption that hearts, in fact, heal you a lot of health, as opposed to a small amount that just was even more reduced because I was a Wisp the last run. Mind you, I'm probably going to do another Wisp run very soon. It was definitely interesting, and it was definitely fun, and we did do pretty well. Though I think my, like, Embrace the Chaos runs tend to be the best of all of my runs. I mean, two runs ago was maybe a fluke for as far as things go. And last time, the only reason why we didn't win was because we just were shy a little bit of health, and I had never fought the boss before, so he had a number of unique mechanics that I wasn't entirely aware of. Let's just pound through a couple of these things. We've got one more health pickup. We're not that low on health. I should probably just go into my inventory and sacrifice one of these spells, except for none of them are particularly desirable right now. At least... Wait, can I... Yeah, I could do Guided Rock. Yeah, Guided Stones is a pretty solid contender for a secondary spell. So that'll just be my secondary for a while, because between the two of them, they should be able to just churn through everything. Because Chaos Bolt takes out things in, you know, an arc. Guided Stones takes out anything else that's kind of in front of me. Okay, this is going to work. Actually, fairly well. Unfortunately, I'm still taking some damage here and there, but it's not much. And it's very manageable. So we've still got some rooms to go through, and haven't found any double combiners yet, so no new adventures to be had. Bit of a shame. And, oh, nope, we can still keep going down this track. I keep expecting us to hit a dead end and have to go back the other way, and it's like, I want to progress. I don't want to be stuck on this floor forever. And unfortunately, this isn't like Binding of Isaac where you can just find a map 9 times out of 10. I guess there might be a perk for it, but, I guess there is EXP in this game, so trying to... Geez, that's a lot of bats. Trying to go down floors as fast as possible might not actually be the best idea. I don't know if you guys know if it's better to just beeline for level 3, go for the bosses, and hope for that, or if it's actually best to just clear the rooms. And actually, realistically, if you guys want to tell me to do one thing or another, then, you know, go for it, because I'm willing to listen. Okay, so I'm going to go for 10% movement speed and reduces friction, because that served us amazingly well the last time we went with it, because dodging potential is survivability potential. So, wow, yeah, this really lets me scoot around quick. And we found another entropy rune. I would like to use most of my double combiners to find the entropy combos, because they all seem to be kind of fun. Like, entropy lightning is awesome. Double entropy, less so, but still. It's an experience nonetheless. Now, that's another heart. That's another mind rune. I wonder if I've ever done entropy mind. It's just called madness, and your character just loses his mind. Would not actually surprise me that much. Okay, so we got some rat's nest. I'm stuck on boxes, which is kind of a problem. And I think we're gonna be alright here. I think we're gonna be okay, because we got another heart. We've got, what, 3, 4 hearts sitting around? Then again, that always happens on the first level, where I have like 3 to 4 hearts just sitting around waiting for me, and it's like, I guess. Where are you going to be on the next couple levels? I'd like to be healthy, you know? I'd like to be hale and hearty, but no. I just want the Wanderbot to die. Why have I just gone into, like, madness mode? I don't even know. Okay, so I could do entropy lightning for the fun of it, but I think I'm gonna try and save that too, because I'd like most of my combinations to be new and unusual. It'd be actually kind of fun to do double guided stone, so considering I have a bunch of mind runes, I might actually pick that up the next time I get a rock. Cornering myself a little bit here, which is a problem, because we've got skeletons, which realistically aren't that big of a... There we go. Hey, there we go. Double combiner. Perfect. Probably should have just held on to that for a little while. Oh well. Yeah, I've got a double combiner, which means I can do some amount of combination adventuring. I wish double combiners were a little bit more plentiful, but they're not. Okay, Floating Brain is dead. Light Mage is dead. I really hate these, like, L-shaped rooms. They're always hard to get through. Have I ever tried Entropy Light, come to think of it? I don't know. Also, we found the stairs down, but we only have, what, 1? Okay, we have 2 more rooms to go through. I'm not entirely sure I want to go through the trip all the way to the top. Oh, hey. Apparently I have a lot of extra hearts lying around. Well, be remiss to just leave that one there. Oh, wait. Apparently it's over here. Yeah, L-shaped rooms, not my favorite. Damn it. Kind of jinxed myself. I mean, it's kind of like a awkward sock-shaped room. But even then, that's kind of a room I don't like being in, because there's not a lot of room to maneuver. And I like maneuverability. It saves my butt. Okay, so we get a light rune, air rune, and double combiner. So at this point, good time to do adventure. So I've done that. I've done that. I haven't done that. What's light and shock? Elastic sparkle. Huh. Let's try it. I'm going to hold that in there. What can I also do? Have I ever done light and entropy? Wispy wonder, light and air. Oh, wait, I did. Okay, so we could do this. What's this? Light wave. So it's just wibbly woo, but slower. Looks like it. Well, I'll just throw it there. And well, that's it for our experimentation until it, you know, decides to do other things. So the one benefit to the elastic sparkle is I mean, it's kind of short range. I hope it actually cuts through enemies. That would be really convenient. I'm gonna go up for the other room. We're on floor 1, and all these enemies are weak and easy, and that means free experience, right? Right. I'm not actually sure if you get more experience or less based on what room you're fighting things in. Have to check that out. Interesting question. But, okay, what's this one? Getting a strange feeling this is a trap. Well, oh, hey. Another one of these rooms. Oh, this is actually kind of okay. Most of my abilities. I mean, I really kind of wish I had Chaos Bolt on, but, I'm just vaguely guessing where all of the enemies are, and they seem to be dying. As long as I kind of track where their shots are from. Wait, I'm tracking where my own shots are from. Well, that's possibly a mistake. Okay, well, we took out a burrower. And we got another earth rune and a light rune. I actually don't know where the last enemy is. Oh, it's a burrower. Oh, God, this happened. Oh, okay, he got out. Perfect. And we could get a double combiner light rune crit damage. So let's go with the double combiner. I'm here for adventures. So, yeah, pickups, sap energy from elementals, near destructible, spread damage to it, or none of these are particularly useful for me. You know, I'm gonna do this, because if I'm ever stuck in a destructible, I might as well take some damage reduction, even though that's like weirdly situational and probably not the best. Okay, seeing as we've got these things, let's pick a good one. Knockback. Double guided stones. Elastic sparkle, really not my business. I'll store it. And we also have a double combiner. So I've done double air, right? Yeah, it's pusher. What about air mind? What about air dark? No idea what this one does. Miasma. Miasma. That's useful. Okay. Goodbye, elastic sparkle. I really didn't like you. Okay. So at this point we've got some interesting spells. I'm glad I came up here. At first I was like, nah, but got me a fair amount of EXP. And got me some fun spells. So Miasma looks to be on a long cooldown, but at the same time, longish. It's like 6 seconds. That's not so bad. That's going to be really good against, you know, rats and stuff. Also, I'm kind of digging double guided stones. This might be kind of fun. So I guess it's going to be semi-imperative to boost earth levels at all times, just for the extra, you know, pseudo-sizable damage boost. And then, I'm just going to see if I can pick this heart up. Nope. Okay, I'm completely full health. So, I'm going to have to try and improve my earth levels at any time, or, like, any time that's all at, English. Anytime that's all possible, increase my earth levels. Unfortunately, water, air, fire. None of these are particularly useful for us here, because I haven't been using them. I'm going to go with crit defense? The thing is, I don't get crit much, I think. Let's go with fire levels. Maybe if we supernova, it'll be a nice benefit. I was hoping for earth levels, because if I did that, all of my guided stones would get, you know, a nice damage boost. But if it's not the case, it's not the case. Now we've got Miasma, which, okay, has like a short runtime, so you can actually target it to a degree. Now the one problem with the guided stones is, unless, like, if your accuracy is kind of bad, you're going to have a hard time hitting enemies with it. So we might want to consider, I mean, realistically, we might want to get our hands on Supernova, if at all possible, because Supernova is a very good rune clear. It's like Miasma, but far more effective, because this way we'd have a anti-speedster mechanism. As it stands, we're already taking a fair amount of damage just by, you know, virtue of the fact that they're, hey, arena. Oh, I am suited for this. So what is it over here? Novice Air Mage? Well, you're guided stones to death. Stone the Witch! Stone the Witch! Wow, I do a lot of single target DPS. But again, problem being, any enemy that's like outside of my single target blast radius, I'm probably going to miss. I mean, guided stones aren't so bad. And they do actually, you know, focus in on the enemy, but they also can go around them in a kind of awkward way. Oh well, no biggie. So I could do quick defense, bullet speed. That's going to make these fly a little bit faster, and that's probably going to be good. It's going to boost up the accuracy, because if the bullets travel slow, the enemies can move out of the way. Yeah. Boink, boink. Okay, miasma's alright. I'm probably going to get rid of it, though. It's just not, it's not doing the job I need it to do. I was hoping that it would, you know, do a good job at, you know, just taking enemies out, but as it stands, it really doesn't. Okay, so we've got a bunch of gas clouds around. I don't think they actually do damage. I think I've tested this one. Let's test again. Actually, it seemed to just be... The rocks are just going around it. What is this? That's the one problem with the guided rocks. Sometimes they're just stupid for no obvious reason. Much to my general chagrin. Oh well. We're doing... Oh, statue of density. Okay, so oh. Nope. You are not getting away with my thing. Okay, we need to take out this statue. It's spawning dudes. And I don't like it when enemies spawn dudes. And luckily... Huh. It teleported and killed everything. That's weird. Maybe it's the powered shrines? I don't really know what's going on here. But the bandit is gone. And somehow died. So I've got that going for me. And I get another double combiner, so I can potentially replace miasma with something a little bit more interesting. Because I like useful buffs. Like, I'm gonna have to pay attention, because I think there was a buff that I got told about that gave all of my abilities like a damage over time effect, which would be amazing, but I was not paying full attention. That's miasma there. Nope, the speedsters did not go through it. Well, a bit of a shame. Not the end of the world, though. Okay. So, here we go. Power Dampening, Astral Mastery, or, 5% chance to dodge 50% damage. That's neat. Let's pick up a Fire Rune. Wow, I scoot. I've got a 20% movement speed bonus on top of presumably an extra 12%, yeah. So I'm moving 30% faster. I am zippy as hell. Now, that does mean it's probably in our best interest to pick up something a little bit more, you know, group-oriented than guided rocks. What's this do? Molten Hammer. That's interesting. Well, it's probably better than miasma. What's Light Wave do? Oh, right, it's just wibbly woo. And yeah, I could go back to Chaos Bolt, but at the same time, Chaos Bolt. I mean, it's Chaos Bolt. We've already used it. I don't want to be a one-trick pony as part of this, you know, series. I'd rather be a pony. Boink. Well, okay, my one problem with putting Molten Hammer where I put it is, you can't click and use your like E, shift, whatever abilities. You can't use your secondary spells while using your primary ones, which to me is really disappointing. Oh. Take out the bandit, we get an Earth Rune, might be able to do something interesting with that. Probably not. And then we just have a bunch of burrower scouts, which aren't very threatening, especially at a distance. Take them out. Okay, so honestly, I'm not expecting this run to go very far. We're only on floor 2, we're already lower than half health, and I'm not getting a whole lot of spells that we particularly need, but we've figured out some kind of interesting combinations, so we got that going for us, which is nice. If I could find a bunch of hearts in here, that would be really nice. But my bet is it's probably not going to be forthcoming in the slightest. Nope. Well, let's just go down here, and it's another storage room, and that one had a heart, no, at least. So I guess if we can find a bunch of hearts, at the very least, we'll probably be able to make it to the boss. Unless I get really unlucky in the next couple rooms. Wow, that Molten Hammer does nothing. Just used it and the imps are just like, yeah. I mean, I guess they are imps and they're fire-based, so go figure Molten Hammer probably wouldn't do much, but still kind of a shame. Hoping they would do a little bit more. Okay, so we're getting our health back, kind of, sort of. I mean, really, we got a boost and then now we're sticking even. Guided rocks are bad at taking out rocks. The irony. Okay, so either we have one more room left or we have one more, like, track of rooms. And I'm kind of hoping we only have one more room left just for the sake of going on to the next level without a whole lot of, you know, trouble. Because, nope, we got a track of rooms, whatever this is going to end up being, which is concerning. Oh, right. hold down both clicks to actually fire both moves. I like it that the floating brains have stacked up my cursors practically on top of each other. I'm gonna see if I can take out that bandit first and foremost. I guess realistically I should focus on the dark mages, because dark mages do damage, and once that bandit starts teleporting out, it makes him a sitting duck and he stops shooting at me. But as it stands, there's no biggie. Didn't lose too much health there. And I think we got an earth rune for our troubles. We also get a light rune for our troubles. No double combiners though, so I guess I could boost up one of my guided stones. I might as well. Which one of these is better? Knockback versus... Okay, the leftmost one is better, I think. Let's boost its damage up. Does not boost it up by much though, which is kind of a shame. Oh well, let's go down here. What is this? Oh shoot. They're all over the place. Oh, this room is too big. I was not paying enough attention when it started. Ow. Yeah, messed that one up. Usually it's a little bit zoomed in, and honestly when it's zoomed out, the turning red thing that they do is not nearly as significant as normal, so it's one of those where it's like, well, I actually have no idea what the order is. Oh, well, we got a mild amount of experience from it. Not much, but whatever. Okay, so we get dark and entropy runes. Really wish more double combiners would show up, but eventually it will be forthcoming, right? I guess along the way I probably could have also got my hands on a supernova, come to think of it, because I had a fire rune, I had a light rune, and I've had plenty of earth runes, so whoops. Oh well. I mean, I guess it is one of those situations where I don't want to be one trick pony. Okay, so the fire hammer actually is not half bad. The problem is I have to run through large groups of enemies to use it, which is not an attractive prospect to me. I'd kind of prefer to not have it as one of my primary abilities, because it's so situational. But then again, there are a lot of enemies that do tend to kind of charge straight at me. But I think what I'm going to do is actually switch Chaos Bolt back in for guided stones, because between the two of them, they should be able to clear larger swaths of enemies. Then, like, the double guided stones would be really useful for a boss fight, and I might switch it in. But especially when I'm trying to clear groups of enemies in a room, Chaos Bolt's probably going to be my better bet here. So let's go down a level. What could I do? Extra HP, shock runes, mine rune. Yep, extra HP, survivability-ish. Even though I'd prefer, you know, better healing, it'll have to do. So yeah, this should be able to clear groups of enemies. Yeah, defaulting back to what we had earlier. Whoops. Chain lightning wouldn't be bad either, come to think of it, if I could get the stuff. Oh, the Fireborn Voidling. I think we've already been over this before. Well, oh shoot, he teleported. The jerk. I am not admittedly betting on my survival here. Okay, let's just avoid that fire thing. Oh, he is not a friendly man. He is not a friendly Voidling. That's for certain. Okay, so watch out for those. Watch out for the sword. I actually know where the sword went. There's not a whole lot of room to maneuver. Okay, let's see if I can take him out before he takes me out. Guided stones. What? Guided stones were. Whew, guided stones were not helping there. Freaking Voidlings. Scariest monster in this entire game. And unfortunately those zones I don't... Oh no, they do disappear over time. Okay, well, this is where we die. Wait, nope. Ah, there's a heart there and I was trying to get it and I just got mobbed. I made it to level 3, but just did not. I didn't have the room clearing potential, and then when I tried to switch back to room clearing, I ran into the one enemy that's just liable to kill me no matter what I do. Which is kind of a shame, but it happens. So I definitely, like, I definitely should have saved up for the supernova. It's just one of those where I kind of don't want to just tie myself to a single ultimate spell. I'd really like to find better alternative ones, but I just really haven't. But guided stones were alright, but I don't think it's my thing either. I'd love to do a double chain lightning run again, because we did that at the end of the previous one, so I might do that. Or I might actually go back and try double droplet, because that was pretty good. Yeah, I think I might try double droplet again, see if I can get that, because, oh shoot, I must have had a... When did I pick up the double combiner? Must have been very recently, because I do not actually recall picking it up. It's kind of a shame for dying with it. Oh well, either way, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Runers, and I'll see... What am I talking about? I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching. Why am I screwing up my endings? So flustered from dying. Freaking Voidling.